Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm Day Darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? Well, happy Lantern Festival. Today being the Lantern Festival, I think it's like, what? Yeah, 2 weeks exactly after Chinese New Year. I don't really know what you're meant to do apart from you light those like really pretty lanterns. You send it off to the sky. I think you make a wish. You also eat something called Tongyuan, Tongyuan, depending if you want to say it with my Beijing accent or if you're much more, what's more commonly known as Yuan Xiao. I think in the north. You might be like, hey, if you know you have more ties to Beijing, then why are you calling it by the southern name Tongyuan? I don't know, but anyway, that's not the point. Hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 3:39 PM on Tuesday, February 15, 2022. Okay, so we've got label visiting today. Tongyuan, if you don't know, it's basic. I don't really know exactly what it is. I think it's like some glutinous rice flour made into a dough, and then you like wrap it around some sort of filling. A lot of times it can be things like red bean paste, it can be like sesame paste, it can be a more modern take is to put chocolate into it, which is what we do with a family quite a few times. No refunds, thanks Red. We have just enough space. We need to really start getting rid of some of these things. I guess we'll get rid of some really random, I don't know, some really old one. No, we'll get rid of one of these. Probably one of these. Audie, you probably. I don't know if you sent us that one before. That's too long, but I can't tell if some of these have been sent before. Snack bag in a meal, more than 2 shoes. You probably not sent us. Probably sent us that before. What do you have for dinner? Probably had that before. Audie, did you send us this before? Yeah, I have no idea if these have been sent before, but we certainly need a bit more space in our inventory. I'm not going to get rid of those ones. I guess we get rid of some of these ones. Feels a bit weird. I don't really know what counts as the other one and which one doesn't count as the other one for the ones that come from villages, but hey ho, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, there's sort of like glutinous rice flour which you make into a dough. I mean, it's all like, it's not actually that sticky. It's sticky to itself, I guess. I mean, it's a little bit sticky, but I guess you flour the worktop and whatnot just to make sure that. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, you want to talk to us? Hello. Thank you so much for coming, dear. The reason I called earlier is that I had an idea I wanted to run by you regarding everyone's homes. Perhaps it's because I've been dropping hints here and there, but word of what you've been doing for paradise planning has spread, and it started everyone talking. I've received inquiries from folks who would like you to remodel their homes, quite a few in fact. With that in mind, I'd like to begin offering a home design consulting service here. What this means for you is that whenever you have an idea for remodeling a resident's home, give those ideas to me here, and Nooking will work with a resident to make it all a reality. Of course, there will be a fee to get the ball rolling, but I'll give you some miles for each design we finish. Everyone on the island is eager to have you work on their home, so there's no need to be shy. Whenever you have an idea for someone's home, I'll be here to coordinate everything. To sum up, whenever you like to redecorate or remodel someone's house, tell me, let's talk homes. Thank you very much, Nook. That is actually useful information to have. That probably means that yesterday we didn't actually get our Nook Mahal login bonus, which is fair enough. I just kind of forgot. It being Valentine's Day at all. No, what was I saying? Yesterday. No. Oh yeah, remodeling of homes. We are probably not going to do that around now, mainly because we just don't have the furniture items to really make that quite work out. Because, you know, we need to collect these furniture items, we need to plan exactly what sort of designs we want, and it's not like Happy Home Paradise where we have infinite amounts of each of the furniture. Or actually, we might have infinite amounts of each furniture item if we got them catalogued before. I'm not really sure how it works, but I assume we don't. It's not going to be quite as lax as Happy Home Paradise is with providing furniture items. But it'd be nice if it was. But maybe I'll be surprised later on if it is or not. But we basically need to sort of sit down at some point and actually start planning out these customizations, which I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen. I'm going to be honest, Animal Crossing wise. Maybe at some point it will, but for now it won't. I'm trying to think who would be the easiest to decorate. Like, who would we have the most items for? Maybe Phoebe? Because we have a lot of the spooky furniture items. I don't know if we made all of them, certainly, but that we can think about later. Oh! I think we have this one already, but it's a very nice one. A calm painting. Do we have this one? I've got my notepad open. Yeah, we do have this one already. This one's always legitimate, I think, so we might as well buy it anyway. What's this one? It's got like a day in the park or something? I forget exactly. But it's not one we see all that often, so, you know, buying a spare, certainly useful. No, where's that Tongyuan? Tongyuan. I don't know why I'm saying Tongyuan now, because I always call it Tongyuan. Wait, what? Whoa, we have so many things on our inventory. Oh yeah, because it was Valentine's Day yesterday, of course. We would. I'm trying to think what else you haven't done. I don't know, they're very sort of chewy things. You boil them in water, very soft. They sort of like, I'm not going to say they melt. You sort of bite into them and, you know, you get, well, we always eat it with chocolate. You get the melted chocolate inside, or, and then it's like you sort of like chew on it a little bit. You got like the water, the boiled water that they boiled in, which have some sort of flavouring in them. I'm not very good at describing food, you know me. That's why we go to Wikipedia and see if Wikipedia's got some better things. Oh look, Google's got a nice little lantern festival thing going on. It's a bit of an abstraction to see Google inside those things, but I can see, I suppose Google's iconic enough that we know exactly. Tangyuan. They used to be like, I don't think I told this story before. I used to go to a Chinese school on Saturday, and basically near the end of the year, one person in each class was basically chosen, but they had to do like a not a presentation, but they had to do like a performance, like read out a poem, sing a song, etc., etc. I was chosen one of the years, but that's not what the story is about. But one of the years, there's this song called like my tangyuan, which just means buying tangyuan, which I don't know if tangyuan literally means like sweet circles, I guess, or sweet balls or something, which it's not the most imaginative name in the world, but I suppose sometimes how Chinese names go, they're quite literal. And it's a song for some reason. It's one of the only like Chinese songs which I remember, not the whole thing, because I don't remember lyrics, but I just remember it goes my tangyuan, da 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 da, my tangyuan. I wonder if I can find it. Hold on. I have to get Google Translate out here to actually type it, because you know, well, I could turn on my Chinese keyboard. I can't be bothered. It actually probably would have been faster to turn on my Chinese keyboard than going to Google Translate. But my tangyuan. Oh yeah, it was selling dumplings, not buying dumplings. Here we go. My tangyuan. For some reason in my head it was buying dumplings. What does it say? Dao ge de tangyuan shun yuan you yuan. I don't know what this means. Dagger? Oh, Xuanga. Brother Xuan's tangyuan are round, a super round, basically. Roundy round. I don't know. You can search that if you want. MAITANGYUAN. And there's a song that's really randomly just like stuck in my head. You know, it might have been for the Lantern Festival or around Chinese New Year that we did these performances. I always thought it was at the end of the year because I went to Chinese school when I was very young, to be fair, so I don't really recall it all that well. If you're wondering why we're not talking to Vivian, it's probably because she is going to ask to move out, and we don't want her to move out. So we're going to be like, no, no, no. Try to make Vivian move, and we say no, no, no. Chat to people, water, and fish. We got time of the episode. We don't know what else to do. We'll talk to Label, but of course we don't really need any of her clothing items anymore. Nor do we really know. Nor do we really need her other stuff. Pecan's annoyingly sitting down, which makes it quite difficult for us to give her a present. Let's see how Wikipedia talks about tangyuan. I don't know. Tangyuan. Oh, they're called soup dumplings. Literally soup balls. Oh yeah, wrong tongue. That was tongue, not tongue. It's a Chinese dessert consisting of, sorry, I'll move in front of my microphone so you can actually hear me, consisting of balls of glutinous rice flour and water that is boiled or deep fried. I've not seen deep fried ones. I think that might be yuan xiao ones. And served in a hot broth or soup. I mean, hot broth or soup, I think it's just water most of the time, but neither here nor there. I want to chat with you, Pecan. I want to talk with somebody. Tangyuan can either be small, large, or unfilled. But that's true. I think that's dependent on where you are in China. I had a friend from Shanghai who bought tangyuan for me one year, but his ones were like unfilled, from what I recall, and I was like, whoa, weird. Oh, you started walking. What is it, chipmunk? Do you want this? Oh, you were just casually eating a sandwich on top of an organ. I will say that probably gets all into the pedals and the keys and a stop, so I can't particularly recommend that. We're traditionally eaten during the Lantern Festival, but because the name of the dish is a homophone for union. Ah. Tuanyuan. Tuanyuan. I don't know, never heard of the word tuanyuan before, but it most certainly is a way. I'm not fluent in Mandarin. It's also served on wedding days, family reunions, and during Dongzhi, or Winter Solstice Festival. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, these sort of things are always eaten whenever, but, you know, even year round, you know. Even when you want. They're very tasty, I must say. The food has several names. Hold on. But I should put this on the same screen as my OBS screen so I can actually see what's going on. The food has several names. It's called Yuan Xiao, from a Yuan Xiao festival, see? In northern China, which means the first evening as a festival which takes place in the first full moon after Chinese New Year. Oh, is tonight a full moon, Ren? Is that what it's for? Hold on. Does the Google Weather app tell you if it's a full moon or not? It was a YouTube comment. I haven't replied to my YouTube comments for a while, so hopefully it hasn't been a large influx. Does it say what sort of moon it is tonight? I don't know. Precipitation. I suppose this is where we just Google full moon. I don't know why I'm doing it on my phone instead of on my computer. Next full moon. When is the next full moon? What is a full moon? Titanium moon. When does wolf moon? 17th of January. I didn't know there were different types of moons. Wolf moon, snow moon, worm moon, pink moon, flower moon, which is a total lunar eclipse in this case. Strawberry moon, buck moon, sturgeon moon. What are these names? Why do we have special names for full moons? How many phases of a moon? How many full moons? Many of the moon nicknames have come from some Native American culture. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You know, I didn't know, but today I learned, and today you learned as well. Or perhaps you didn't know. Perhaps you already knew. Wolf moon, snow moon, worm moon, pink moon, flower moon, strawberry moon, buck moon, sturgeon moon, full corn moon, the full corn moon. Hunter's moon, beaver moon, and it's a blue moon if it's 2 in 1. Learning experience. Let's talk. Persons in dreams, sorry I wandered in by accident. Apologies about that little bit of a pause. Well, actually it was quite a long pause on my end. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Lantern Festival, probably. There's a major thing which is happening today. Tang Yuan, have I already told you what a Tang Yuan is? Probably. I don't know, because like, I mean, it's not all too surprising that flavours from different countries and different cultures are different. I don't know if I talked about this, but the fillings you can get are differently. Quite often in our family we have chocolate fillings, which is, you know, not really something which is traditionally Chinese. At least I don't think it is. I'd be surprised. I don't think cocoa beans even grow in China. I assume they're much more of an African thing. But I also am not a agriculturalist, so who knows really. But by the way, I say chocolates in China are actually not very good. I can't remember, some family friend gave us some chocolates in China once. They were very bad from what I recall, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, but of course, being in the UK, we actually have access to, you know, Cadbury's chocolate and that sort of thing. We can put them nicely inside of things that are quite delicious. But yeah, there is not the traditional flavour. Traditional flavours being like red bean paste, which you might have had, and I don't know how common it is, of course, to have these different flavours. It's not obviously a flavour in the West, red bean paste, but I think it's probably the most common one, is my guess. Because like it appears a lot in Japanese sweets as well, and Hong Xiao Bao, not Hong Xiao Bao, Hong Dou Bao, sorry, which is well, I don't know what the English name is. I guess red bean bun is quite a common thing. I feel like, maybe, I don't know. I suppose it's kind of your mileage to really guess what it is. But red bean's definitely my favourite of like the more traditional flavours. You can also have sesame paste. Sesame paste, okay. I don't think it's that great. But there's like this gruel thing in China called zhihu, which is made out of like the sesame, which is, I think it's the same sesame paste. I don't actually know which it is essentially that. It is basically gruel, which I kind of liked when I was younger, and then I didn't like it anymore, and now I'm just sort of like indifferent to it. But I feel like I can't really shake that sort of association it's got in my head. But I don't know, red bean paste is just nicer. You can do peanut butter, I think. I don't know if that's a Chinese thing, to be honest. I don't think peanuts grow in China, but I also don't know. There's a lot of different agriculture. I've never really considered all that strongly about what goes where. Have we been to Harv's Island? I don't know if we've been to Harv's Island or not. But it's okay, we got a new recipe anyway, because we got glowing moss. Yeah, we went to Harv's Island, didn't we? We got another day in the park, or whatever that painting's called. Oh. I thought I was talking to Catherine, but I was not. There's some other ones. There's like some like nut-based ones. I don't really know. Oh, do I still have a Wikipedia page? Oh no, I closed it. Get the Wikipedia page back open. I'm talking about Tang Yuan. My Tang Yuan, da da da, Tang Yuan Yuan Yo Yuan. Okay, let's see what sort of fillings that Wikipedia have listed. Geographical differences. The type of glutinous rice flour is eaten in both in northern and southern China. Sweet fillings such as sugar, sesame. Oh, I never had one just sugar, but sesame, osmanthus flowers, sweet bean paste, and sweetened tangerine peel are used. In northern China, yin cha is made by rolling small, hardened pieces, adding water slowly until the ones in northern China are here a lot harder. But I've not actually had them. Ingredients: sweet fillings can be chocolate paste. There's the bog standard one we have. Softened butter mixed with cocoa powder and stirred until blended. Okay, we just use actual chocolate, so I don't know. A cut piece of sugarcane rock candy. Huh. I guess fair. I've not had these, so fruit preserves. I've not had a fruit preserve one. I haven't had, I suppose, all that larger variety. Mashed potato? I mean, fruit preserves I can understand. Sesame paste, I've had that one. It's the most common filling, apparently. I didn't realise that. Red bean paste, I've always known as zucchini. A very good one. That's my recommendation if you want one of these more traditional ones. Chopped peanuts with sugar or peanut butter paste. I've had a peanut butter one. I don't really remember what it was like, though. It's okay. I mean, I suppose it kind of varies on how much you really like peanut butter. I think most people, well, unless you're allergic, are generally for peanut butter, or at least indifferent to it, enough to be like, hey, yeah, sure, you know, I'll have a peanut butter one. It's not bad. Lotus Seed. Oh, yeah, that was the other traditional one. I actually quite like Lotus flavourings. It's my favourite mooncake flavouring, at the very least. Not red bean. You might be like, why? And I'm like, I don't know, actually. I guess maybe because it tastes a little bit different with the temperature, or maybe it's, I don't know, the texture. I've really got no idea. Matcha paste. Oh, that sounds quite nice. I've never had a matcha paste one, but I can see that working quite well, to be honest. I mean, a lot of things. As with a lot of foods, and you can kind of just like do your own sort of take on it. You know, traditionally there is a traditional way to make it or whatever, but like, I know in my opinion you can just, well, okay, I'm not going to speak for everything, but at least what we Chinese foods. Ones that are traditional, if you don't like traditional flavours, use modern flavours. No one really cares that much. Try and experiment. I mean, I suppose the only thing is you don't go around parading and it's like, oh yeah, this is traditional, because it's not traditional anymore, of course. But that's not the point. It's not meant to be traditional anymore. You know, innovation and change breeds creativity, I say so. Why not give something new a shot? Is what I say. So if you want to put, I don't know, like cotton candy. Well, actually, cotton candy just can be quite similar to just putting sugar in, I suppose. If you want to put, actually, hold on. There's one more in here which is custard, which, you know, I can see custard working. I quite like custard donuts, so that works. You're saying that? Why don't you want to put caramel in? You want to put like jam in? I mean, fruit preserves is quite similar to jam, I suppose. By all means, put these things in. You want to put, what would a weird flavour be? You want to put ice cream in? Make some sort of like baked Alaska combination / tongue and by all means, I say go for it. But also, probably not a bad idea to try the original traditional ones first. No, I mean, you don't have to, of course, or anything, but it's just like, you know, nice to know where it started. And then you can, you know, branch out from there otherwise. Experiment, go wild. See what wacky flavours you can come up with. We haven't met our crafter for today, so we'll go around serving, not serving for that. I just saw that the next thing was serving. Unfilled tangerine as part of a sweet dessert known in Cantonese as tong sui. Sugar water. Tong shui, probably. Red bean soup, black sesame soup, ginger, rock sugar, fermented glutinous rice availability. Related dishes in Southeast Asia. Ooh. Never consider it be different things. Indonesia have an adapted version called Wedang Ronde. I don't know how to say that. In Myanmar or Burma, they have Mont Lone Yebo. Also, don't know how to say that. Philippines, they have Ginatang Bilo Bilo. Something coconut milk. That sounds quite nice. What's this? Tall Garden Rock? We already know how to make this, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, there you go. You got always tangerine to eat during a Lantern Festival. I suppose this is where we look. Did I talk about the Lantern Festival last year? Because if I didn't talk about Lantern Festival, then this is a very good opportunity to talk about it. And well, I mean, it's not really celebrated as much in Chinese New Year, at least for me personally. But I'm sure it has significance. I didn't talk about Lantern Festival. I guess we could talk about that then. It's a Chinese. We'll read about it. It's the 15th day of a month in Chinese calendar. So, and if anything, maybe it's kind of like the 12 days of Christmas, or 15 days of Chinese New Year. During the Lantern Festival, children go out at night carrying paper lanterns and solve riddles on the lanterns. Oh, interesting. I love riddles, so perhaps this is my sort of festival. Lanterns are often made in shape of animals, but lanterns can symbolise people letting go of their past selves and getting new ones. I do know that part. It was like, I mean, it's meant to be like some sort of symbol of rebirth. I'm not actually sure if that's true. But anyway, most people, not most people, most of the times it's portrayed in visual media as being a very pretty festival, which it is, certainly. You see all those like lanterns on the water, you know, the paper lanterns or whatnot, and them like flying up in the sky. And that's what people often do. They make like wishes on them, right? They'll let go of it into the next year. The lantern is always almost red to symbolise good fortune. Cool. Wait, are these lantern festivals different from the actual lantern festival? Hold on. What about those floating lantern festivals? Lantern festival. I was not actually part of a lantern festival. I just kind of assumed they were. But there's no mention of the flying ones on this Wikipedia page. Or maybe there are. Observances of flying or paper lanterns. Never mind, there they are. Anyway, it's a very pretty festival. Certainly one of the more pretty festivals. And anything to do with light and colour, always very nice. You know, like I don't know, fireworks, I guess. It's quite the best way to get a load of light and colour into your celebrations in a festive season. Let's see, traditions. Finding love. In the early days, young people chaperoned in the streets in hope of finding love. Matchmakers acted busily in hope of pairing couples. The brightest lanterns were symbolic of good luck and hope. As time passed, the festival no longer has the implications in most of mainland China. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I suppose it's quite close to Valentine's Day, I suppose. We've got a bit of overlap, but it'd be a bit exhausting to have 2 days about finding love, you know. Right after each other, of course, you know. Lantern Festival's not always the day after Valentine's Day. It varies according to the Chinese calendar, which, honestly, I don't even know what the Chinese calendar's like, so, didn't mean to stick this up. Tang Yuan or Yuan Xiao, you already talked about that. Each has an independent taste. What a strange thing to put in a Wikipedia article, but I guess that's true. However, they're very similar in shape and taste. What? I thought they were independent taste. Oh, I was talking about Tang Yuan from Yuan Xiao. Due to its manual making and filling processes. Well, there you go. Let's load a picture of them here. 6th century and afterwards. Festivities. Line dance. Walk on stilts. Riddle game. Walk on stilts. Riddle games and dragon dance. I suppose they do the line dance again. Like, you know, you already done it in Chinese New Year. You would have thought the dancers were kind of tired at that point. I want to know the riddles. I want to know what lantern riddles are. The lantern riddles are done by a host blocking one side of a lantern and pasting riddles on the 3 remaining sides of a lantern. The theme of the riddles can be drawn from classics. Participants. Participants will guess a block side by solving riddles, which is called breaking/solving lantern riddles. The theme of riddles can be drawn from classics, biographies, and poetry. The various philosophers, well-known stories, and novel proverbs, the names of all kinds of birds, animals, and insects. Ooh, a lost bag. As well as flowers, grasses, vegetables, and herbs. Participants can tear off a riddle of a lantern and let the host verify their answers. Those who answer correctly can get a riddle reward, including ink, paper, writing brushes, ink slabs, fans, perfume sachets, fruits, or eatables. Oh, that's cute. We love a festival which is all about, you know, enhancing people's lateral thinking capabilities. I want to know some lantern festival like riddles. I know what they're like. Of course, my chair's slowly sinking into the ground. Lantern festival riddles. Actually, what is it called in Chinese? I don't know. I just know it's like Tang Yuan Jie, I guess. Yuan Xiao Jie. That's it. Sorry. Which is just like Tang Yuan festival. Shang Yuan Jie. Up to the clouds festival, I guess. Is that what that's meant to mean? I don't really know. Prime Night Festival. Yuan Xiao Jie. Lantern Festival riddles. Guess the answer to traditional Lantern Festival riddles. This is biscuits. Lantern riddles is as important as eating dumplings someday. Honestly, I'm learning more about this than perhaps you. Well, okay, maybe not more about this. Maybe learning the same amount about this than you are. Biscuit was around here, right? Oh no, maybe I think he was at the bottom right of the main square. Here's some lantern riddles. Let's have a try. What table is in a field? A water table, I guess? I don't know. What can you catch but never throw? Catch an answer? Catch I'm not really sure. This is like some of these riddles. Well, it's like, we'll ask a question but gets no answer or something. No. I can't remember, but the answer is like a telephone or something. I just have a memory, which I'll talk about another time, of these riddles. I do love riddles. Okay, what can you catch but never throw? A cold. You can catch an illness. There we go. That's a much better answer than whatever I said before. Can you name 3 consecutive days without using Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. What question can you never answer yes to? I mean, I feel like any question you can answer yes to, you just, you know, not have a valid answer. Okay, I guess it'd be, what question can you validly answer yes to? Is the answer to this question no? And when you say yes and the answer is, that means the answer is no, so when you say no, but I don't know, this is a paradox, isn't it? And then the answer will be yes. Mr. and Mrs. Mustard have 6 daughters, and each daughter has 1 brother. How many people are there in the Mustard family? There's 7. Well, okay, 9, including Mr. and Mrs. Mustard. 6 daughters and 1 brother. I'm not alive, but I grow. Oh, what was that? That's my toenail on the chair. I don't have lungs, but I need air. Don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Probably like a fire or something. It's always fire. You know? Lanterns attached to riddles. Oh, there you go. They're like pieces of paper hanging down from a lantern. That's much neater than I was expecting. I was like trying to just like imagine them literally pasted onto the surface, which seems a little bit crude, but hey, if it works, I suppose it works. Oh, we need to get some fossils identified, actually. You have a tiger, big tiger. Okay, answers number 1, vegetable. What did I say? What table's in the field? Vegetable. Oh, I said water table. I guess it's not really in the field. It's kind of like way below the field. Catch a cold, yeah. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I think the Christmas ones work as well. Are you asleep? Oh, I mean, you can answer yes to that. What if you sleep talk? This riddle's rubbish. No, I'm joking, obviously. Yeah, let's dig up some fossils. Altogether, 9 people in the Mustard family. I did say that on fire. Hey, you know, got some of those riddles done. Lantern Riddles, ChinaCulture.org. Okay, let's see what other lantern riddles we got. We'll see if we can be braved in the battle of wits. What's full of holes but still holds water? Sponge. Like, these are ones I always hear. English lantern riddles. What building has the most stories? A library. Which is faster, hot or cold? I don't know, this sounds more like a joke than a... Hot's faster, you can catch a cold. Alright, I mean, that's just a joke. That's not even a riddle. When is your mind like a rumpled bed? What does that even mean? What's a rumpled bed? When it's not made up? I guess? I mean, to be fair, these are, of course, always play on words, but, you know, some plays on words are better than others. In the infamous words of Animal Farm, 4 legs good, 2 legs better. Probably not best to parrot those sort of phrases, huh? Please don't take that as seriousness, that was facetious. What is it that everybody does at the same time? Live? Grow older. I guess, but this person clearly hasn't heard of a twin paradox. I guess no one's really participated in that situation yet, but still. Chinese lantern riddles. Oh my god, I need this with pinging. I can't read this. 宝贝中秋. How do you say this in Chinese? I keep thinking how to say it in Japanese, which is yori, but that's not right. 明月. Okay, hold on. This way you go to Google Translate, so I can at least get the pinging of this. The pinging being like the English way to write it, because my Chinese reading is not that good, I'm gonna be honest. 不负中秋. Yeah,明月. Yeah, 明月. What? Is this even a riddle? Don't... What does fool mean? Burden. Or lose or carry. Don't burden the mid-autumn nights tomorrow's moon. What? Suggest. Chungo. Idiom. What? I don't understand this. Is it Chengyu? Okay, what's his next one? I don't understand these Chinese riddles. Oh, that was an idiom, so that's what it is, I guess. 胜利在望, which means victory is in sight. Okay. I'm gonna reply. I'm gonna say the answer is... Yay. No, what does it say? 大会. 灯会元宵区. Lantern Festival at the beginning of a Lantern Festival. What? I mean, literally, I guess means the light can... 元宵区. Light can the beginning of a Lantern Festival. What? I don't understand these. These aren't explained either, so I can't explain them for you either. See you. Chemistry words. I don't know. H2O. What is this? These are terrible. 1 alkyl. Okay. I guess. Okay. So understand. I guess they're meant to be 3 like parts to it which describe the fourth side, right? So it was meant to be 3 things which just be like give properties about it. So you know, it's a chemical word. Maybe it's related to, I don't know what alkyl means, like related to hydrocarbons or something. And then you can guess it from that. That probably makes more sense. And probably the idiom one is they had 3 different idioms around the side, and then the answer to guess was idiom. Okay, maybe it is explained. There's the next page. Oh, there's another riddle. Chunje di Ru is the first day of the spring festival. I don't know what this says. Do something. Anagram? Anagram? These are hard. I don't even understand. Is this an anagram? Maybe it's a famous anagram. Zumi. That's the anagram. Cool. That's a cool way to say it. Oh no, those are suggestions. Those aren't the answers. Oh. I read it wrong. Okay, so the first one was don't burden yourself with the first day of a lantern festival. The suggestion was that answer was an idiom, and then the answer of the idiom is victory is in sight. And then the other riddle, which was, what was this one? The lantern festival at the beginning of a lantern festival. The suggestion is chemical words, and the answer is alcohol. And it hasn't really explained much to me. And then this one is the first day of a spring festival. The suggestion being it was an anagram, but the last answer is just one word. Husband. Fool. What? Now I think you can understand the difference between Chinese lantern riddles and English riddles. Chinese lantern riddles are so hard to get the answer, for a Chinese character has too many meanings, and it's impossible to translate Chinese lantern riddles to English riddles. You can at least try and explain it using like... Oh, maybe you have, hold on. Here I am hating on the site, but I didn't even read it properly. Classic me. Lantern riddles are riddles. Lantern riddles. Chinese lantern riddles, people must guess answer from a word, a poem, or phrase. Guessing riddles are hard as fighting with a tiger. So the lantern riddles have another name, lantern tigers. The 3 essentials of a lantern riddle. So unique formats. 3 parts: a riddle, the suggestion, and the answer. Different meaning. There are many different meanings of a Chinese character. If you want to get an answer of lantern riddles, you must ponder deeply with different mensing of words in riddles. The answer is not repeat. There is no repeat character between riddles and the answer. Some example of lantern riddles. I feel like you could at least explain these riddles though. Like the first okay, I guess it's because Chinese things are often based off puns. It's probably like the different meanings you can get from the tones, but I don't really understand it, I'll be honest. I'm sorry, my Chinese isn't that good. But anyway, should we round off this episode here? If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me, Dear Darling, Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.